Morning. Between me and the farmhouse down there, on the 60s map there was a 3.5 acre wood. It's been pulled out obviously. It's also on the 1900 map. It's not on the 1800 map. Kent got an 1800 map because there was an imminent invasion in 1801, and that was orchestrated by a man called William Mudge from the Tower of London. It was the first detailed Ordnance Survey map of England. Anyway, my plan is to basically explore the area where the wood was. It was 3.5 acres, so not very big, and see if we can't find anything. There's rain imminent, or thunderstorms, so I'm going to have to work quite quickly. But I'll see you at the first hole anyway. Right. 1920, full depth. This is the first signal of the day, incidentally. Right, quite deep that one, iron nail. See the depth of the hole. Don't know if you can, but that was down at about 9 inches. Right in front of me here, in fact, there's a slight dip in the field between that tree there and that tree over there, 3.5 acres. And it was a wood that was pulled out after the war. Got here. $19 or $20. Let's see what we get. Right, whatever it is in this clod here. Pulled out of this sort of 6-inch deep hole. So hopefully you're in view. Right, in this one here. See what we find. Ah, coin. I want to get the coin in view, keep the coin in view. What we got? Edward the 7th halfpenny, I think. Right, on to the next. $23, $24. Right, in the clod. So, in here somewhere. Let's have a look. 23, 24 I think they said on the scale. Scale on the Vanquish, incidentally, is, if you don't know, -10 to +20. 40. Like other scales which go up to 100 on other makes of detector and other models. Right. Right, what's that? It's a piece of copper. It's just a strip of copper, unfortunately, with no decoration or anything discernible. Right, on to the next. Right, one of the problems you've got is the obviously the length of the stubble. You can't get in close unless you really force the detector coil down onto the ground, but the problem with that is that you could end up damaging the coil, and that would be expensive. So obviously your timing on arable needs to be spot on. I've just started this early because the window of opportunity between obviously harvest and drilling is often quite small. Another 18 or 19. Put the iron tone on a minute. Right, no change there, so give it a dig. See a bit of iron tone coming through there, but it's less than 50%. So we'll still carry on. Be something made of steel. Don't know what that is exactly. Piece of machinery or something, I suspect. Right, just a couple of feet away from that last one. 21, but it's showing Don't know if you can see, very shallow, 21 to 24 anyway. Clearly it's something on the surface, so likely to be something modern, but can't be sure. Right, in this clod here. Bring the camera up a bit. I expect it to be something like a washer. Right, it's a clear as day signal. Where is it? Oh, here we are, down here. Can't see it yet. Oh, bottle lid. Aluminium bottle lid. So there you go, right on the surface. Right, hoping the weather isn't going to turn, because thunderstorms are predicted, as I say. It's very overcast at the moment, but the sun comes through occasionally. This one here, quite a nice 14. Right, it had fuzzy edges, that sound, so I'm not expecting anything terribly exciting, but 14 I think we said. There it is. Yeah, bit of alley. Tend to get that sort of fizz on the edge. It's the edges of the sound you really need to listen to most of the time. "16. Put the iron on. Turn it off again. Right, give it a dig. Right, it's in the clod here somewhere. Move that a bit. Thinking it's something quite small, might be wrong. Sun keeps poking its face out and then going behind the clouds. I didn't bother with my hat, but that's because I assumed it would be overcast the whole time. Oh well. Right. Right, whatever it is here. Evidently it's quite small. It's a piece of wire, unfortunately. Well, copper strip anyway, very thin strip. For these, they invariably turn out to be rubbish. 38, as I say, a scale on the vanquish only goes up to 40. So obviously you'd like to think it was silver, but invariably it turns out to be rubbish, but we'll see. Right, so the thing is about those high numbers, although silver is a high number in itself, it's mainly a measure of eddy currents, and eddy currents basically what they do is they dilate the field lines around the object and it makes the number go up. So although this was 38 or something on the scale, I'm expecting it to be something with round edges, like a tin lid or something. Most of my best finds have been in the mid-range numbers. In actual fact, it's a piece of iron. So there you go. For whatever reason, iron ranges in purity so much it can appear anywhere on the scale, frankly. But there we go, that was a 38. A real pinger here, so hopefully it'll be something interesting for once. 25. Right, note those characteristics, that sounds like a mill coin to me. Right, whatever it is, I don't need the pinpointer. It wasn't a coin, unfortunately, but could well have been. It's actually a washer. This can happen so often. $19.20, but there's a bit of iron tone in there if you listen. Certainly in that orientation. Right, whatever it is about 5 inches down, something like that, in the side wall there, so expecting it to be a piece of iron, which I think is. Yeah, I can see it. Can you see that? Bloody great nail. Right, on to the next. Alright. What was this? 16, I believe, wasn't it? Right, let's see what it is. Yeah, but I can't see it. Right, piece of machinery. It's like a fuel line connector or valve or something. Okay. 19. Pretty shallow too, so. Alright, just a piece of lead, unfortunately. Sounds like a coin, 21. A milled coin anyway, I should say. Alright, my pinpointer's off. Right, hang on. That's better. Right, I'll come back. Right, reason I must have missed it, it flew out of the hole, I was sitting on top of it. Sounds promising, 21. 21, it seems quite small, so as I say, smaller objects or thinner objects, the number goes down, so if it's still 21 and it's small, it's a coin. Second coin of the day, and who have we got this time? Can't immediately see. Okay. Right, it's him anyway. Early 1900s. Down now to a field behind where that wood, 3.5 acre wood formerly stood, into an area that on the 60s map at least and previous maps is marked as hops or an orchard anyway. And finally got a signal after much rummaging. 18. Right, whatever it was has come out of that mammoth hole there. Still a fairly consistent 18. So it's got to be around this clod here somewhere. There it is. That's slightly more interesting than everything else I found today. What is it? Some sort of token or something? Well, it's interesting anyway. We won't know till we clean it, but it's some sort of copper alloy or brass token or something. Still in that lower field, and I just found whatever that polygonal shaped thing was. 11 or 12. Right, it's in this one. Did sit at the edges of the sound sounded a bit broken. I think I'm not getting hugely excited at this point. Just find it. No, not finding. Right, okay. it's definitely there. Probably very small. What the hell, it must be tiny. Oh. What is that? End of a nail or something. Right, 18. We can see it down here. Don't need the pinpointer. What is that? Don't know at this stage. Is it decorated? It's steel again. It's a bit like that other thing I found. Don't know what it was in the last video. Right, got a 17 here. Kind of expecting this to be something like a bottle lid because I just saw a piece of glass came out of the hole, which is not a good sign really. So. That's a piece of iron, I think. Oh. Is that it? Yeah, bloody great big huge cylinder of iron. I should have known that really. Even after lots of time you still dig these things. Right, next signal. Got 22. Right, at least that one's a coin. I can actually see it. Don't know if you can. Zoom in a bit. Just here. Or is it? Zoom back out. Hard to say, no, I don't think that is a coin, unfortunately. It's some sort of dome-shaped thing. Right, on to the next. $17 or $19 there. Right, I'm actually passing on that one. Sounds deteriorated in terms of noise. Right, this one's quite a nice compact sound. 11. 11, I don't know if you can see that. Right. Right, whatever it is truly tiny. Can't even see it at the moment. Can you see anything? Oh, there we are. Look at that for tininess. What is it? That's just a rivet. Tiny, tiny rivet. Look at the size of that. Picked up with my 12-inch coil on the Vanquish, incidentally. So there must be virtues to having multi-frequency technology. Not a very concise sound, but 13 I think it said. Right, it's in this clod here, whatever it is. Small object, 13 on the scale. What's it going to be? Not that thing, is it? No. It's disappeared already. Must be another tiny thing. Right, where is it? Can't see anything. Oh. Still can't see anything. What's that there? No. Oh, what's that? Oh, piece of lead, unfortunately, on this occasion. Again, I'm often cynical of the high numbers, which we have an instance of here. That's a concise sound though. Definitely sounds like a milled coin. Right, apparently it's in here. There's the hole, by the way. Don't know if you can see the depth of the hole there. But apparently it's here or hereabouts. It's in that larger clod there. So, oh, what is it? It's a lid off something by the looks of it. Oh, it's got something written on it, or some decoration. Right, it's a lid off something. Maybe we'll be able to see what it says when we clean it. But that could be quite interesting. Might be some sort of design on there or something too. Not sure. Hello, you see. Right. Well, that you can probably see is a dirty great piece of iron rod, so I should have known better, but just keep on, I'll just press on. A bit deeper this one, could be interesting. That's what I thought it was a minute ago. Right. I'll come back. Right, it's tiny again, another tiny item. Oh, what we got? Oh, it's an eyelet, I think, aluminium eyelet for a canvas sheet, something like that. Right, getting towards the end of my session now, I think. $23. It's quite small or it's quite deep, one or the other. Right, aborting that one. It's got really irony, the sound, so hear the iron tone there. 18. I think this is going to be my last one. I'll come back to you. Well, it's just some sort of fixture, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. That little square in the bottom right of your screen is the subscribe button. So if you find these videos interesting, please press the subscribe button. Thanks for watching once again. Didn't prove very fruitful, but the stubble is still extremely stiff, so I need to be a bit more patient, frankly. Right, finally for a roundup, wrap up, resume, whatever you want to call it. 23 items found, so quite a quick session. Bottle lid, 2 iron nails, piece of tin by the looks of it, piece of lead, copper strip, fine copper strip, some sort of fixture, more lead, piece of aluminium, 2 tiny little well, rivets or nails. This thing, I had thought for a moment it was a pipe tamper, but it's not, it's a piece of machinery. Some sort of other piece of machinery, I said it was an eyelet, don't think it is. That's a washer, huge washer, some sort of pipe attachment, tiny piece of steel, piece of iron, lid off a fuel can, I would say. I'll post a picture up of that. It's got a local manufacturer, Osborne's. That I think is a strap end or the end of a belt. That's a dome shaped cover for something. 2 George V halfpennies. They were found in the area where my intro to the video was. And finally this curious polygonal shaped, I believe it's a coin, Might be foreign, but I'll post a picture up of that. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.